Alright, here's our fourth and final video for balancing chemical equations. Once again, I start out by determining what type of equation this is. I take a look at the plus signs. I notice that all of my plus signs are on the product side. If all of my plus signs are on the product side, that means that it's either going to be a synthesis or a decomposition. But with them all being on the product side, it makes this a decomposition reaction. Now I'm going to get myself organized. So I'm going to list out each of the elements. I have nitrogen, hydrogen, and oxygen. And on my reactant side, they're going to be the same. Nitrogen, hydrogen, and oxygen. Now I just need to count them up. So I have 2 nitrogen right here, 4 hydrogen, and 3 oxygen. On my product side, I have 2 nitrogen, 2 oxygen, almost made a mistake there. I've got 2 oxygen right here and 1 oxygen over here. So I actually have 3 oxygen, and then I have 2 hydrogen. Once again, this one's easy to know where to start with because all the elements are balanced except for hydrogen. In order to balance my hydrogen, I have to multiply my product side by 2. Whenever I multiply by 2, it changes both the hydrogen and the oxygen. So I now have 4 hydrogen, and I've got 2 oxygen plus 2 oxygen gives me a total of 4 oxygen. So now I go to my reactant side. Well, I can't make my oxygen equal 4, because no matter what whole number I multiply 3 by, it's not going to equal 4. So I'm just going to multiply by 2, because that's the lowest number I can multiply it by, and it's going to change this to 6. But it's also going to change the number of hydrogen I have to 8, and the number of nitrogen I have to 4. So now I've got some work to do. So if I take a look at my nitrogen on this side, I multiply my nitrogen by 2. That gives me 4 nitrogen, because 2 times 2. I look at my hydrogen. In order to make my hydrogen into 8, I have to change this number from a 2 to a 4. That gives me 8 hydrogen, but then I need to recount my oxygen, because now I have 4 oxygen in this term and 2 in this one, which gives me a total of 6 oxygen, which just happens to work out that I have 6 oxygen on my reactant side. So it appears that everything is balanced. Now I'm just going to go through and double check. 2 times 2 gives me 4 nitrogen. 2 times 2 gives me 4 nitrogen. So my reactant and product side are balanced. Hydrogen, 2 times 4 gives me 8 hydrogen. 4 times 2 gives me 8 hydrogen. So those are balanced. 2 times 3 gives me 6 oxygen. 4 times 1 gives me 4 oxygen plus these 2 oxygen, giving me a total of 6 oxygen. Therefore, this equation is balanced.